Good morning, Facebook, Instagram family. Thank you guys for joining me this morning for another episode of Back to the World. My brother and my sister's keeper. I'm Tony. Thank you guys for coming on board. This is also a podcast for Wonetquity Book Club and Billionaires Roundtable Conference. So thank you guys from all of those platforms for joining in this Saturday morning. We have another overcast day. It was foggy last night, so the clouds are cast kind of low. It's not as bad as yesterday morning, but you can tell it's going to burn off and the sun's going to come out. It's going to be a beautiful day. I just wanted to come out early and speak with you guys for a little and kind of get on with our day. Man, I enjoyed the podcast yesterday, and I just wanted to add to it. This is Saturday morning. We don't normally get into anything heavy, but I just got some things I want to share with you and just run some numbers by you. Man, we as a people, and I just want to say, I'm just giving my thoughts, and I'm not singling anyone out when I say this, but here goes. We as a people, we are in dire straits, right? Many of us. And what I've always learned in business as well as in life, I want everyone around me to achieve. I want everyone around me to be self-sufficient. You don't want to always have to dig in your pockets to have to take care of grown folk, and they're healthy. But be that as it may, it happens a lot because so many of us, far more than those who are haves, many of us are have-nots. And sometimes the best people that you can really relate to and that really respect you are oftentimes the ones that don't have anything. And now you're having to help them and supplement them the whole 9 yards. But, not going to go too far on that. And many of us that feel that we make it out of those wretched conditions, be it from a job, a business, even say you have a college degree, multiple degrees. I don't know if you notice it or not, but there's a change about you. And it's a dual dichotomy. It's a dichotomy of, in one area you feel superior, and in another area you feel inferior. And you find yourself always having to justify your accomplishments, right? And you will look in the mirror, and every day you have to go through your mantra. You're telling yourself that you are, you're a master of the universe. And you try to ignore those things that embarrasses you or makes you feel inferior. And the reason I say that is this, man. We find out, you're always trying to justify your status, however you say it. We always try to justify that. We want people to know And that seems to be a problem with us because we want people to know our status when we feel that we have achieved and we're a success and we're accomplished. I was watching a reel, and Little Meech got caught at the airport with a gun. Man, he did everything. He did everything but go out to the car and grab. I forgot the guy's name. Man, and said, you know, that's my bodyguards. That's my bodyguards. They're the guy. I'm an actor. I'm an actor. You know, that's why I wear all this jewelry. Man, look, these white folk, they wasn't even concerned. And this is the way it really is. Man, white folk aren't concerned about your accolades and your accomplishments, man. They're really not. Because to them, you're still a nigga. In many cases. To them, you're still a nigga. And I don't care how much Meech cried and said, I would never do this. I'm underage. I'm a juvenile. Now you're putting them in even worse trouble if they got caught up. You know, you got a pistol in possession of a minor, and he's saying it as though you planted it there. They're your security. I'm an actor. I'm an actor. And you know, this is, and I can only imagine, this is what that sounded like when Michael Jordan's son was pulled over with drugs in his car. You know. And some of the dumbest people, man, are the offsprings of the rich and famous, because they feel that the world is going to embrace them based on who the last names are in the whole 9 yards. Now, unless your parents or whatever move in that type of circle, you got a lot of police officers and authority, man, that's going to hate you for trying to push your weight around, saying who you're related to and who you know. Sometimes it's about being quiet and letting them find out later. But, you know, when you get caught with the drugs, man, the cat's out the bag. And now you're putting your father, your mother in a bad situation, because now that officer, let's say he starts to blackmail your stupid ass and say, I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to let you make it, but it's going to cost you this. Your stupid ass get out and you go hustle up the money and give it to him, and now he's going to blackmail your dad, your mom, or whomever it may be. Sometimes your family, man, that's in the dark can be the ones that can really bring you down with their stupid antics. But anyway, I digress. But the reason why I went down this particular road initially, because I got something I really want to talk to you guys about. But I was watching a video. I'm watching a reel of one of my favorite people, man. I really like this guy, Brother Roland Martin. I like Brother Roland Martin. Brother Roland Martin is from Houston. Have I ever met him personally and hung out with him? No. I know so many people that know him that went to Jack Yates, and they speak real highly of him, right? And I understand his mindset, being from Houston and all. But I watched the reel, whereas he said he had gone on vacation, and he was talking about packing and traveling and his attire. So he said usually when he's on the road, man, he's moving around, he try to pack, light, and pretty much he try to pack and dress by the numbers. And meaning that, and he had on a Texas A&M ensemble. He had on a Texas A&M cap. He had a shirt with the big logo, TAM. He had on the shorts, and he had on the burgundy tennis shoes. But he says he's gonna either wear that, he's gonna either wear the Astros, he's gonna either wear the Rockets, or he's gonna either wear the Texans. You know, that's his ensemble. So he says, a white guy saw him, walked up to him, and he said, did you play for them? Did you play for them, or are you a fan? Right? And Brother Martin's response was that, no, I'm a graduate. And then went on. See, when we think that taught that white guy a lesson or whatever, that white guy took that just for what it was, man, for face value, and said, oh, okay, and went on about his business. The conversation probably would have only gone forward as whether or not he'd graduated from there or he attended there, and he would start asking him questions or grinding him. That guy didn't care. He saw you with all the ensemble on, and so many people. You got to understand, brother, so many black folk and white, we're wearing clothes with the logos of different colleges and teams, colleges that we've never heard of before. You just like the colors, right? And that's probably all that guy asked you, since you was dressed in A&M. You was dressed A&M from head to toe, right? Oh, I must not leave out. He also wear the Alpha attire as well. And then he said, this is usually the case when you attend a PWI, right? And most people didn't understand that. And he meant predominantly white institution. Well, I had gone to a predominantly white institution. I didn't graduate from that one, though. You know, I don't feel insecure about it, man. If people around, I talk to them and I'll let them know I attended it, and I didn't complete it. You know, I had culture shock, and I feel good about my deal. I don't have to justify that, and it came off as you feeling that way, and that's insecurities within yourself. And as I said, man, the plight of us as a people, man, so many things are going on. And here we are.
Hello, Moto.
Here we are trying to convince. Hold on just a second, y'all. Hey, brother. I'm in the middle of a podcast right now.
Okay, just call me back.
Were you in the area or something?
Now here, not that the kids trying to pick up this oil. I already got it sold and shit. So
okay.
I'm heading that way.
All right. Well, I'm right around the corner. I'm right around the corner. But I mean, you know, I'm gonna wrap this up and I'll call you right back.
Okay, cool.
All right. Bye bye. Yes, guys. Sorry about that, but I'm at work. So anyway, I understand. I truly understand how Brother Roland Martin felt, but you don't have to justify anything to a stranger. And whether that made his day, or no, whether that damaged his day or anything, or even made yours, it's insignificant. You could have told that stranger that you was the son of the founder of the college or the grandson the whole bit. Once he walked away from you, he didn't know you. He didn't even care. I doubt if he would have told it to his buddies in the next beer joint that he was going to attend. You know, so we just get so caught up on things like that when we got bigger fish to fry. And I just wanted to point that out, man, because it stood out to me. And like I said, all of our leaders, man, the whole bit, we go down the wrong rabbit hole. We go down the wrong rabbit hole when we're trying to enlighten our people. But anyway, let me get on with the PSIs, right? Okay, first and foremost, all of you book readers and book club members and everyone that's signed to anything dealing with literary, right? Purchase your books, man, from us at www.bookshop.org/shop/Wonetquity. We are a black publishing company, 24/7, 365. Every day we are a black book club. So purchase your books from us, and at that time we'll let you know more about our wealth building program. We're rushing through this, man, but I got a lot I want to share with you. Okay, got a lot I want to share with you today, right? But go to our online retail bookstore at www.bookshop.org/shop/Wonetquity. All right. Next up, the phone's starting to ring this morning, y'all. Next up, man, Batana oil, 100% pure, raw, virgin Batana oil. This is what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, when it's pure. This is what it looks like when it's pure. Inbox me to purchase your jar of Batana oil. This is a 2-ounce jar. Okay? DM me. And, one thing about our business model and our product, we're trying to help our community, our people, earn residual income with all this crazy shit that's going on, man. We're giving you many, many ways to make money with a product that is proven that it works. And I will lay out to you our marketing strategies. But for number one, we have a drop shipping program. Number two, we have an affiliate marketing program. And number three, you can become an affiliate member and sell your own product, sell your own brand, and you will purchase your Batana oil from us. Okay? So anyway, that's the Batana oil, 100% raw, and this is the beard oil. All right? Inbox me. I'll tell you the prices. I'll tell you how you can purchase it. Any of you out there, advertise it on your page. All right? Advertise it on your page. And for all the people that order via you will receive $3 per every purchase. $3 every purchase. Okay? It's an easy way to make money, y'all. Doing what you do every day anyway. Okay? So that's our PSIs. I hated that I kind of rushed through it, but as you heard, I got a meeting in a little bit. But there's some things that I want to share with you. All right? Got a story I want to tell. Hold on. Okay. A couple of days ago, I had a friend. It's an acquaintance. We talk about business, and I share with him, our format, our platform, our compensation plan for Wonetquity Publishing Company, and how we work as a network marketing company, all right, and affiliate marketers and attraction marketers, So, I share all of these opportunities with him, and all the PowerPoints and everything, right? And we're in the cigar lounge, man. So we're talking money, we're talking business, the whole nine. So in this joint, it's members. We sit around, we talk, we watch sports. This is a place where, you talk about a lot of things you really shouldn't be talking about. But the truth of it is, guys be in there, man, and, you find yourself talking about religion, politics, sports, relationships, right? Marriages or whatever the situation may be. And all of these are things that I really try to stay away from, and business. I left out business, and maybe I didn't. But anyway, I talk about business a lot, and then sports is next. I don't get too caught up into the politics and the religion, but it comes up. And every now and then somebody will ask your opinion, and you'll give it, and it'll be just boom. It'll fall straight off the edge of cliff. There's no comeback for it, for what you might say. You know what I mean? So, anyway, my acquaintance, he said that after I've been telling him for months about Wonetquity, and tell him about the Botana oil, tell him about my book. He did purchase my book, right? And I asked, had he read it? He said, well, man, not really, because just about everything that's in the book, we just sat down and talked about it. I laughed because really the truth of it is we haven't even scratched the surface on what's in the book and what we talked about. You know what I mean? And I know that. So I don't make no issue of it. It just, it's funny to me. It's amusing. So now, he has a job. He's a truck driver, and it's contracting. So it's semi-business, his business. And we get to talking. So one day he comes in, man, he's feeling real good and everything, the whole bit. So we talk about it. So he's like, talking. He's up. Usually come in, he's sort of, kind of tired from driving or whatever. He come in this day with a lot of energy. So when he comes in, he get to talking. After he fire up the cigars and stuff like that, he sit down. He said, "Hey man, I want to tell you guys about a great opportunity." So all of us that's sitting around in our circle where we normally sit, he says, "Someone has just presented a great opportunity to me, and man, I'm gonna read it." He says, It's an online marijuana dispensary. So when he said that, all the other guys said, "Oh yeah, man, that industry is really blowing up, man. Tell me more about it." So when he said, "Well, they sell all different types of CBD products. They sell the gummies. They sell like ointment oils. They sell the I think." Man,
he ain't gonna be able to get it.
Oh.
Until I guess next week. And I didn't want to just hold it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, you all right?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, y'all dealers tonight?
Yeah.
And what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
Yeah.
I gotta already be out, man. I gotta already be out and come, because if I lay here,
you ain't gonna make it.
I know it, man, because that's the time I usually go to sleep. I'm gonna try to do it though.
All right,
man. That's the respect and love for you and your lady, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So, at any rate, sorry, I lost my train of thought here, but let's catch up. But it's an online marijuana dispensary. And when he said it like that, I understood one part of it, right? It means that you have to go to a web page, all right, and purchase your product. Then he said that, it's a membership deal. When he said that, I truly understood it. So I let him finish. So he said that, you pay an initial fee of $470, right? And then you pay $25 a month. Okay. And your job, and your responsibilities after that is to not just sell the product, but you must find other people that will join up and become members as well. All right, and you will be paid from an upline, a percentage of everything that they purchase moving forward. So I understood that. So that's network marketing, right? So after I heard that, I listened to it. Then he gave his spiel, and everybody started asking him a bunch of questions about it. And he said, "Man, there are so many people that's involved, so many professional people, doctors, lawyers, business owners, man. As if to say, all of these people are really smart, and they're really sophisticated, and they would not have invested their monies in something that they didn't deem worthy." Okay, so I sat back and I just listened, because I had already told these guys, many of them, about Wonetquity and how its network marketing platform works. Well, when they said marijuana, it piqued all of their interest, right? Because this industry, right now, this year, is worth anywhere between, they're making annually anywhere between $34 to $45 billion a year. That's the cannabis and the legal marijuana business with the THC and everything in it, the whole nine. So it's $34 billion as it is right now. But let me just give you my perspective and my thoughts on that entire industry. So let me try to collectively put it in place, because it's all over. I'm all over the place right now. Just want to say so much about it, because here I'm sitting here listening to a guy trying to present something to me that I pretty much introduced him to, and I'm going to make the comparisons in a minute. So you purchased the product, right? You purchase your product, and then you sell it, I guess, or either people buy it with a QR code with your number, and you get a percentage of it. I didn't go into everything, so I don't know all of the breakdown of the compensation plan. But in order to sustain the downline, then in order to sustain the upline, the downline has to make sales the whole nine. So so that industry brings in let's say on the upside, $45 million. $45 million a year, right? That's what the cannabis and the dispensary business brings in. On an average, the average person that owns a dispensary is going to earn almost $200,000 a year in revenue. But I'm going to show something to you here. Okay. I'm trying to find... Okay, annual revenue for illegal... God, I lost the page. Let me get here. Okay, I'm going to type in annual revenue for illegal drug market. Right? I had it on breakdown, y'all. Just keep coming up with marijuana. I don't want the marijuana. Okay. Annual revenue for illegal... Let me clear this and write it out. Annual revenue for illegal drug industry. Here we go. All right. Now keep in mind, the dispensary business, and it's legal. It's bringing in 34, through the entire industry, it's bringing in anywhere between $34 billion to $45 billion a year. And everybody's running to it. Everybody's gravitating because they say it's one of the fastest growing industries in the world, right? And it has gone into a slump. It's not making all the money that was predicted, okay? But a lot of people are attracted to it because they know it's a drug. Regardless of what you call it, legal or illegal, it's a drug, okay? But let me show you what the illegal industry does. The illegal industry, they say with estimates of $100 billion to $110 billion for heroin alone a year. 110 to 130 billion for cocaine. 75 to 80 billion for cannabis. Now this is the same as the legal dispensaries and whatever, and it's only making 34 to 45. This is 75 to 80 billion a year. Okay, 60 billion for synthetic drugs, right? 60 billion for synthetic drugs, and a probable global figure for the total illicit drug industry would be anywhere from 360 to 500 billion dollars. The drug industry is on par with NASDAQ in the New York Stock Exchange. And I can assure you, if you sum up all the monies that these corporations are making that trade on Wall Street, they're not too far ahead. They're not too far ahead of the illegal drug trade. Trust and believe, right? Now, I'm going to show you, hold on. I'm going to read, sorry about the glass change. I'm going to read to you what my associate's presentation said, because I went to the website. I'm not going to mention the company's name. Honestly, I'm not a hater. I wish them all the success in the world. But what I'm getting to is what I shared with him in a minute. So let me read to you. Read to you their presentation and their offer and what they're offering, right? What they're bringing in. I don't know why this sucker is doing this. Man, I tell you, it's never a smooth transition, y'all. Let's get this shit right here so I can get on with the show. Come on, y'all. Okay, it look like it may be coming through now. No, it isn't. It's not coming through. At any rate, I wanted to tell you what they had to offer members to join. Right? It's my Facebook that's acting up here. My Instagram come right through, y'all. I want to get past this. Oh, God. Okay. Basically, that's taking too long. What it says, it said, come and join our program. Marketing and selling, a product that is great for our health, because there are many doctors that are associated with this particular company. Many doctors are associated with it, and see, that gives it a certain cachet, if you will, because it's somewhat medical, and it can be used for medicinal purposes and everything as well. Used to relax you and what have you, right? And it could be a pretty good selling point, especially when you see all the doctors and everybody that's involved, because you see a doctor is not going to try and damage their career by being a part of this, right? So, and then they tell you what you will achieve from being a part of their group or their organization as well. And I think for the most part it was ingenious. It was ingenious. This shit here, boy, it's so frustrating sometimes. It's just frozen, y'all. I'm just frozen. Here it is coming through. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. All right. Let me go to the page that I'm trying to get to, and I want to read it to you. All right. It's not letting me get to that page. Ah, crud. It's not letting me get there. But anyway, what it says is that you can earn a nice income, right? You can travel, go and see many places, new places. You can meet like-minded friends, and you can enjoy, and it can increase your lifestyle. In other words, the monies that you earn, the whole bit. I'm gonna get on through with this because this was holding me up in terms of trying to get that on. I'm just gonna talk freestyle. Forget trying to read that shit because it's not letting me on the page. But let me see. You sell the marijuana or the CBD product. You pay $470 to become a member. That's your score. Right? That's the products that you have to buy. Right? And then you pay $25 a month for membership. Now, I don't want to put no bad bone on it and saying that you got to spend $470 a month as well. But if you sold all of your $470 worth of product, then you got to turn around and spend another $470 to buy the product again. That only makes sense because you'll take out your profit and then you'll re-up. Okay? So now when you make this money, you're able to travel, you're able to go shopping, you're able to go hang out with your friends and kick it. Y'all able to go to all kind of foreign places and do all kinds of things, the whole net. Right? And I just showed you the type of monies that's earned. I just shared with you the type of monies that's earned in this industry. But then I showed you the type of monies that's earned in the illegal drug business as well. So when my man came to me and presented this to me, I said, man, you're preaching to the choir when you're telling me about this, bro. He said, what do you mean by that? I said, hello. You know my past. I was in the drug industry. I wasn't in the legal drug industry. I was in the illegal drug industry. Why? Because it made more sense. It made more money, right? And with that, I too traveled, went to exotic places, made a bunch of money, drove expensive cars, lived in big houses, met major people, and the whole bit. I did that. The only downside to that is that it sent me to prison. And part of all this shit now is the shit that's legal. You know what I'm saying? So you asking me, do I want to be a part of that? I respectfully decline. And all the brothers sitting at the table every day wanted to know. They said, well, man, you were in the drug business before, man. Why are you declining, man? Why? I mean, that would seem like that would be something you'd be good at. I said, I know I'll be good at it. But I have the experience and the foresight to see where it will go. And he said, well, what do you mean by that, where it'll go? I said, well, first of all, you coming to me telling me about it and want me to be a part of it. That's like asking an alcoholic to oversee a liquor a liquor distillery. Because if I get into the dispensary business or the marijuana business, sooner or later, you're saying it's all legal. But sooner or later, the illegal side is going to bleed into my operation. Right? And you say, how is that if all the marijuana is legal? Let me try to break it down to you. I had quite a few friends that got involved in the marijuana industry. When I came home, they wanted me to be a part of it. Everybody was getting involved in it. Freeway Ricky Ross, you got Snoop, you got Ice Cube, you got Jay-Z is with one of the largest ones. You got Imani Shupert, you got what's his name, Jim Jones and the whole bit. You got everybody in the rap industry in the whole 9 yards, and a bunch of other people has placed a lot of money in the legal marijuana industry, right? So, however you slice it, you're selling drugs, you're a drug dealer. So, it's no, you just got the term. It's, you got an IL in front of the name of it. Whereas you don't have the IL in front of the name of it. When I was a part of it, I had the IL in front of mine. But all the moves are pretty much the same. But this is what happened. As soon as I came home, I had people saying, "Man, that's the way to go, man. This is something that you should be a part of." Here's what happened. I sat down and I told them that I didn't want to be a part of it, and they said, "Why?" I said, because if I become a part of it, I'm going to want to make as much money as the industry allow me. And they said, "Yeah, you got your store open, you're free, man, or you got a farm and people coming to you." And I hope I said, "Well, the farm is worse." I said, "Why?" Here's why. Because we grow marijuana, we grow bushels and bushels and bushels of it every season, and then now. That's equal to you being the plug, and you got the supply, you got the surplus. So now all of the dispensaries are like your trap houses. So you have to latch on and get as many trap houses as possible so you can serve them. So each of these trap houses are going to get so much of a quantity per month. Okay. And now everybody's getting into that industry. So when everybody else gets into that industry, now it causes a log jam. So now, if you got a grow farm and you got I say a silo, but if you got if you have your inventory stocked up in a barn someplace, and you're just storing it, that shit has a shelf life. It's just like any other. It's just like anything else that's organic, right? So you're trying to get it out while it's still fresh, it's still good. So now what starts to happen is this: your inventory is starting to back up. As many people aren't ordering from you as much because it's gotten competitive, and they're getting all sorts of other brands and strands and different names, the whole bit. Now you have a bunch of weed in a state where it's legal, and a person can get some weed from anywhere on any street corner. So you know what's going to happen next? You're going to have that shit in 18-wheelers, or you're going to have it through our mailing system, headed to cities and states afar where marijuana is not legal. And even if the marijuana was legal, you have the wherewithal to drop your prices. And you got THC on your shit. It's pure. Now you're calling it exotic. All these way out strands, man, where the shit just have you mummified. And now you're selling that shit in all major states across the country. So see, once you load up that truck one time, and you shoot that truck down the highway, down our U.S. highways and interstates, that's interstate transportation. That's drug violation, right? And that's a federal charge. So I know anybody that's been in, and it doesn't take a person who's been in the drug industry to jump on something like that, because they see the big picture and they see the writing on the wall. But if you're a business person and you know that your stock is not moving as fast as it had one time or another, and now you're stocked up and you got thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of marijuana just in your barn. Now you need to move some of that shit so you can re-up, so you can recrop it. Now you're practically giving that shit away. And you got it on the highway, man, and you're putting it out there, man, where, somebody might come to you and want to buy 1,000 pounds, man, at $500 a pound, where they normally would have went for 15. You need to get liquid. You need to get liquefied again. You need to get your liquidity. So for that reason, I didn't want to be in that industry. And sales and everything has dropped off from that industry. That's why I hadn't reached that $45 billion a year that was estimated for 2025. Reason being, everybody's in it. And here's what's hurting the industry for the little guy, right? For the little guy, it's hurting him. For the little guy, it's hurting him because corporations have joined. Corporations have come in. There was a company that Jay-Z was with. Jay-Z put I think his was called luxury brand or something of that nature. So Jay-Z had put in over $50 million. But he's quietly divested. Haven't let many people know. And I think that he's closer to the higher ups of the industry than a lot of the other guys that's just opening dispensaries or paying to get their own strand so they can have their own name. So, you got, and here's the thing. You got over probably 100,000 different strands of marijuana. Half the time you don't know what the hell you're smoking. You got different names on it and your shit's the same. And I think, again, it becomes ego. It's just a brand, right? And it has and it's something that you named. And you say that you're a part of an industry, and you're looking at, damn, it makes $45 billion a year. I mean, yeah, you earn $45 billion a year. Well, hell, I was in an industry that brought in $500 billion a year. You know what I'm saying? And, many of you say, yeah, but you're stupid. You could get a whole lot of trouble doing that the whole bit. Well, I'd rather jump into a business that I know what it is in the beginning. I know it's illegal. Every move I make with it is illegal. Right? Because the rewards are great monetarily. There's other shit that comes with it, but everything has a price. So now you jump into that same business on the illegal side, but you don't know. You have something that's leading you straight out the back door. And now you're selling all of your quote unquote what was legal marijuana. You're making moves selling it out of state, and now that is illegal. Interstate transportation, crossing state lines, federal charge. You're in the same situation that I was in, for far less the money, most of the headaches. And see, you were forced in that situation because your inventory backed up on you, and you needed to be able to re-up. You needed to be able to keep this business going. So when I sat there and I told these guys this, they looked at me and they shook their head. They said, man, you got a point there. You see, we want to get into something that is deemed attractive. We want everything that goes along with it, the glamour and the glitz, and we want to be a part of something, and we truly don't know it. 100%, right? Now, it's $470 initial membership out of your pocket. $470. And for $470, you get a box of all the products that they sell. See, this company has created that compensation plan. So everybody that comes in and join, and everybody that you get to join, they have sold $470 worth of product off the muscle. And they got you online for $25 a month for membership, right? So now, at some point, you got to spend $470 again for your product and keep that going and keep that rotating. That's a lot of money in our economy where we are today. And this is what I sit down and try to share with these guys, right? And the comparison is this. My book club operates the same way. However, here's the difference. And this is why I designed it. I designed my system. I didn't have somebody hand me a system and a compensation plan. I created mine, right? I know that first and foremost, everybody can't afford a lot of money to be a member of something, right? So I had to find a product. First of all, my product was a book, okay? And you become a private member. Many people read books, and even though we have social media and we can get ebooks, a lot of people still love to buy hard copies. So it was our quest to sign up people that still purchase books. But we would offer our book of the month to them for their membership. We charge $65 a month. All you have to do is sponsor 5 members. You sponsor 5 members that sponsor 5 members for 5 levels. And you create a genealogy. Okay? You get paid $5 per each downline for each member. Okay? For 5 levels, you earn a total of $19,525 a month. So see, for your next month's membership fee, you don't have to come out of your pocket with that, even though it's not $25, but it's not $470 either, right? And then you do what's called the regeneration. You don't have to keep going buying this product. And I think how everybody gets paid is when they re-up their product and pay $470, you're going to get a percentage of that, being that they're in your downline. You're going to get a percentage of it. But how much is that? What does that entail? You're asking people to spend $470 right now, and they might only earn $32,000, $33,000 a year. So $400 from their monthly salary could be anywhere between 15 to 20%. Well, yeah. It could be a third of what they earn. And this is what you're asking of our people right now. And you're asking people, you're telling them that they can travel, they can go different exotic places, the whole 9. And you think everybody's for that. See, with Wonetquity, we offer so much, but I don't care if you travel or not. I don't care if you donate to some of our other programs or not. And the reason why I don't care is because we want all of our people to earn money and do what you want to do with your money. If everybody's making $20,000 and you choose to just be selfish with yours and going about your business and do anything, that's your prerogative. But everybody else is making $20,000, so someone is going to pick up the slack there because everybody's making money. I think that some people just don't know a good deal when they see it, right? And like I said, no slight to the new company that's out that's going to be selling cannabis. It's just that I think that at a time like this, whenever you create a business, and this is why most people don't like network marketing companies and multi-level marketing companies, and this is why they feel like it's a Ponzi scheme or whatever, or a pyramid scam, because they think all the people at the top are the only ones that get rich. Because you've already created a venue. You've already created a lane to whereas you're going to be paid a nice grip off the muscle. You're going to be paid the $470 or whatever the percentages are from the people paying their $470 initially to be a member, and then you're going to get $25 a month. So now, how is that $25 a month is going to support that downline? I'll find that out. But we're living in drastic times. And I created a platform to where you just come out of $65 out of your pocket and become a member. Get a book of the month every month. If you write a book, your book is selected as the book of the month. We have 1 million members. I'm not saying we have that, but if we had 1 million members, you would have sold 1 million copies of your book that month. Those are the different types of benefits that we have to offer. We have a travel program and all that as well, but that's not so important as to sustaining our people and giving them a leg up in this crazy, crazy topsy-turvy economy. And that's our goal, right? Let me see if anybody's come on here. Yeah, I got a few people on. So, and as I said before, man, it's going to take network marketing, affiliate marketing, group marketing, and investments or what have you in order for us to survive what these people are trying to put over our heads, right? And if you're not starting a business, you have to make it affordable for your clientele. When you're trying to uplift our community, man, just think about it. I saw a lot of professional people that had already joined this program. $470 is nothing for them. And because they joined and because they are well respected throughout our community, a lot of people are going to probably sign up. They're going to sign up their hard-earned money to become members. And most of those people that's on that page, many of them know a lot of the same people. So after they pay their $470 and they get their product, now they're going to have to go around and try to move that product to a lot of their group members and friends. How you doing? Doing all right? So they're going to have to move around and try to sell their product. And they're going to be selling the product. They're going to be bumping into some of the same people that's going to be telling them, hey, look, you know what? Man, Joe just came and made me that same offer. Oh, I just signed with Joe. Okay, so now you don't have that person. Right? Then you're going to go and try and find some other people. And just like months and months ago that my partner and I always talk about, when you get into a situation like this, what you're going to find people that's going to have a garage full of product that they couldn't move. Right? When you go to their home, they're going to have a garage full, they're going to have boxes full of that product. Right? everybody's going to have it. All right? Everybody's going to have that product. And,
Hello, Moto.
yeah. Because Houston is a small city, and it's a tight circle. And, you know, and if it's not feasible, it has to make sense. If it's not feasible, then it's not making sense. Right? You're going to have a lot of this product, and you're going to have to try and sell it. And then you're going to want to stay and you're going to want to stay a member and be a part of it. But after a while, you're going to realize that it's not making any sense, and you're not making the money that you were promised the whole bit. The system don't feel the people. The people feel the system. But sometimes the way that it is and the way that it's designed to fail. In order for everybody to make money at that particular program, man, you gotta sell CBD products to damn near everybody in the system, everybody in the city. If you're buying a book, everybody's spending $65, everybody signed 5 people, you regenerate after that. It doesn't defy the population. The owners and the founders of these companies are the ones that's going to make the money, lots of it, and they're going to make a lot of money from the distributor and the manufacturer of the CBD product is going to make a lot of money because it's a great way to sell. But you're not lying to the people, but you're not telling them the whole truth. You're not telling them after so long it's going to be difficult for you to even sell this product because it's going to be saturated. Everybody will have had it. Everybody will have had it. And now you got people buying. And if it's good and everybody's buying it, man, who cares if your garage is stacked up with boxes and boxes and boxes of this shit? If everybody's paying their entrance fee and then paying their monthly fees as well, what do you care? But I can rest assured and promise you that $470, that's not a one-time fee. It can't be. The math ain't mathing that way. It can't be. Because the $470 is what buys you your kit for the product. You have to make things affordable for the people and allow them to make money. And then the more money you allow them to make, the more of it they're going to spend with you. Because I can guarantee you, man, anybody that puts you in a position for you to earn hundreds of thousands of dollars, you could not even like that person, but you're going to have a level of respect for them. And you're going to have a certain degree of loyalty because they're the ones that put you down and put you back in the business. I used to tell a lot of my drug dealing friends, man, you know, since I've been home, a lot of us come home the whole bit. Many of them was like, Ford, what do you think about, man, the marijuana business the whole bit? I said, dog, I can't speak for you, but I can speak for me. I sold drugs. I don't want to be no parts of selling drugs again. I said, but this is legal. Yeah, but everybody I dealt with was illegal. Everybody I dealt with was illegal. So if I go back to these people and I start selling to them, we're going to see it long before many of you people can see it. And they're going to say, hey, Tom, man, this legal shit is dragging, bro. It's taking long, man. I know you got to know somebody, man, that got a bunch of weed, man, at a cheap price, the whole bit. Of course you do. In Oklahoma, Seattle, Oregon, California, man, you got weed bunched up and backed up in barns or silos or whatever you want to call it. They have an abundance of marijuana that they want to give away. They can't give away enough of it, right? And not everybody's smoking it. So people thought that when they legalized marijuana, that, it was going to kill the illegal drug industry. No, it has increased it. because you've caused a bottleneck in the industry. And now the people who are distributing the marijuana, they got to get rid of it, and they got to get rid of it fast. If not, they're not going to have enough money to have crops for the next season. I don't see none of these guys on here anymore marketing their product and advertising and talking about how much money they made, because every last one of them talked about all the monies that they were making, and they was talking like, you're the stupid one, we're the smart ones, and every last one of them is smoking the shit, the whole 9 yards. Every last one of them is smoking their strand while they telling the story, man. Like, I'm smoking a cigar, right? But on every video or whatever I see on social media, they got the little thin round shit that look like a Black and Mild, and it's filled with some type of marijuana or cannabis, and they all talking and slurring, and they're talking like they're real cool, like they're the smartest people in the world. That industry is not doing all that you think it's doing for people at the level that we are. It's not. Now, if you own a dispensary, you're making money because a lot of people are coming all day in and out. People are coming in and out into your dispensary to buy weed. So they're going to buy whatever you have. You got the traffic like Walmart, right? But now the farms they're asking you, are you ready up? Are you ready to re-up? Are you ready to score? How many pounds you want this month? So they're pushing their brand and trying to get it into their stores, because they know the people are going to come in and buy $20, $50, however much it's worth, $100 worth. And at some point, you're going to introduce them something that's exotic, something that's gas. And when you see that you're making three times the money with that, then you're making, with your other shit, that's the lane that you're going to be in, selling that product. Now, like going back to Brother Roland Martin, I think that we should not concern ourselves with the label. We should not concern ourselves with, what strangers think of us. Strangers don't give a shit. That's why they call them strangers. They're strange. They don't give a shit about you. Our mission is to help uplift our people. And all these gentlemen that I named yesterday, I have high regards for them. I have a lot of respect for each and every one of them. And the reason that I call their names, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. But these brothers don't know how to have us line up. Hey, neighbor. All right? They don't know how to tell you to line up, right? And how to run a play. See, in football and baseball, really, everybody can kind of see what the strategy is. I think that the only strategy that you really have, there are only two positions where strategies can be implemented in baseball, and that's the pitcher and the batter, right? It's a tug of war between the pitcher and the batter and who's ever at that plate. So however the players are lined up and whatever the count is, then you have to create a play to either say block that play from advancing, or something to do to move that play forward, right? So what I mean by that is this: if it's a full count and the bases are loaded, and you know that if the all right, first of all, you could either hit a home run, right, or you could hit a base hit, right? And if you hit a base hit, you want to place the ball in a certain area to whereas the person on third can come home and score, worst case scenario, because one of the players are going to get put out. And you're hoping that it won't be a double play, right? So you're going to try to single that ball somewhere in the neutral zone and bring that third base home. Now, if you're the pitcher on the opposing team, you don't want to walk this batter. So you're trying to strike him out. So now you want to throw one of your slick balls, your curve ball, your low ball, right? Or your fast ball, right? These are the things that you want to do. So that's where the strategies are in baseball. But keep in mind, but in football and basketball, you run a diagram, right? You run a system. You know what I mean? Pick and roll, triangle offense, circular offense, or whatever the situation may be. And what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to accomplish, you're trying to get the easiest shot, the most least contested shot possible. In football, you have blocking assignments. You're trying to create a lane or a hole for your running back. You're trying to create a lane or a vacancy for your quarterback to be able to pass to a receiver that's running a particular route. You're reading and you're countering what the defense is throwing at you. Now the defense is trying to challenge whatever it is that you're trying to do. They always know that there's a possibility for the long ball. But you're trying to counter that. And you're trying to keep everything contained. Right? So you diagram a play and you call it a 45 south. Just like in basketball, I said you got the triangle offense, you got the circle offense, you got the give and go, the pick and roll, all this other shit, fast break, right? Alley-oop. There's a name for it. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do based on the name of that play. Now let's come back to us as a people, right? All of our leaders, all of our pundits, what they say, all of our pundits, all of our pundits, they say, we gotta come together. And if we come together and we spend our money in our community and the whole bit to circulate, then we, and now that's you talking about what it is that you need to do. And you need to score. But you see, you're not telling them the route that they need to run and the blocking patterns. You're not telling them anything specific. That would be tantamount to you saying, hey, everybody just go along and everybody just block the man in front of you. That's what they're saying when they say let's come together. They're not telling you to do a cross block tackle a cross block on a defensive tackle as you're pulling to the left. They're not telling you that. So you don't know what to do. You just know that you need to score. And you need to score to stay relevant and to stay in the game. The only person that I've ever heard that has broken it down is Dr. Claude Adams. Dr. Claude Adams has given it just the way I see it. And every time he talks about it, I see it. And he tells the people what they need to do the whole bit. But he leaves out just a little snitch. And he's not doing it on purpose. Dr. Claude Adams is older now. He's much older than me. And I think the older you get, the further you get away from thinking about what it is our people need and what we need to do to try and help them sustain. Because after you reach a certain age, all you're thinking about is your sustainability and your survival. It's not it's not ignoring the culture, but you got to be a little selfish for you to survive. When you get over 65 years old, it's about you now. It's about how you're going to eat. You can't concern yourself about how everybody else is going to eat when they don't seem to want to follow whatever instructions are that you're giving. You have to tell the people specifically what it is they're supposed to do in order to score that touchdown or that basket. And our leaders and our coaches are not doing that. I don't know if it's just an oversight or if they're just totally oblivious to it themselves. I don't know which one. I don't know. I think that sometimes it takes a blind person to literally see whatever it is that needs to be done. Sometimes I think it's a blind person that needs to see what needs to be done. And I think that, and meaning that, see, in our situation, a lot of people are destitute and homeless and everything. I think that our leaders need to spend more time speaking to these people because they are down in the trenches. And they will tell you the first thing that they need. And I can almost assure you that a bunch of people that are homeless and poverty-stricken and doing badly, I think they'll be the first to tell you that we don't have $470 to be put in a position to make millions of dollars. All right? Excuse me a second. My camera's getting ready to go out. Put my other glasses on here. You see, a person that is hungry, a person that is starving, right? They're the ones that will tell you what it is that they need. And they will tell you the best way for them to obtain that in which they need it. They will be the ones to tell you what is required of you in assisting them to help achieve their goals. I think we need to spend more time asking someone, what is your daily ritual? What are your thoughts? What do you think will get you out of this rut? What do you think that will help build a community? And when you spend more time talking to these people as opposed to talking at them, then you'll find out the solution. You see, you created, you got a program and you got a plan and a product that the people who need monies the most, the people who need to earn monies the most, can afford your program the least. You've already written them out of the equation. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to make a joke out of it. But when you've shown who your members are in your program, and you're talking about travel, a lot of these people are homeless. They don't have a car. They got a grocery basket. They got a grocery basket filled with all of their belongings. They don't have shit else other than what's in that market, that grocery cart. And you're talking about travel, meeting interesting people. When I looked on your web page, I should have seen you hosting a program with a bunch of homeless people. I should have seen you hosting a program with a bunch of people in a neighborhood park probably at a barbecue. I should have seen you at a food giveaway in a churchyard, church parking lot, telling each and every one of the people that's coming up to get a grocery, get a box or what have you. You're sitting them down to tell them about your plan. But I already know what the immediate response is going to be. I don't have $470. If I had $470, I can be paying rent someplace. Or I could have my car operating. We're asking too much of our people that has only so little to give. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen. See, I've had a lot of time. I've lived in those lofty places where a lot of the people that we're talking about and most of our leaders, I've lived like them. I've lived amongst them. I've traveled and partied amongst them. So I know how they think. But for 25 years, I lived in the trenches with the have-nots. Many people coming to prison, man, didn't have a home to live in. And for some of them, when they came to prison, they were rescued. Many of them didn't even have family on the outside. I know what it felt like to be homeless because, see, when you have all of your belongings, let me show you something, right? Just like you protect your home from burglars, from theft. You have burglar alarms, cameras, you have your weapons on the inside, you have the police on speed dial, you have a neighborhood watch. That's your mentality. Because you want to protect your precious items, your home, your security. Well, see, when you're on the street, it's no different. When you're homeless, it's no different. When you're in prison, it's no different. Just like the homeless people on the streets had all of their belongings in a grocery cart, in prison we had all of our belongings in green duffel bags and lockers. Right? And you was only required to have so much. They had a list of the things that you could and could not have. And you have to guard it with your life because there are people in there that are going to steal from you as well. The police is going to shake you down and throw away a lot of shit that you paid for from commissary because they're going to say that you have too much of it. So now it's contraband. Whenever there's a shakedown, they're going to lighten your load. They're going to throw away so much of your shit you can't even imagine. It's a part of punishment, and it's a part of them meeting the requirements on what it is that you're supposed to have. So a lot of people travel light. And whenever you transfer, you got to load everything in those green bags. And let me tell you, the whole time, man, you're stressing. And you want to know what it is you're going to keep and what it is you're going to lose. So you have a different mindset. And I can't tell a person who's never gone through that how to react. I can't tell them. I don't know how they're going to react. But I can tell you what to expect. And when you're coveting that green duffel bag that says Unicorn on it, that's all of your earthly belongings, brother. Because that shit on the outside, it ain't yours no more. It ain't yours until you get there and you still got it. 9 times out of 10 when you get there, it's no longer there. Right? And you spend so many hours of the day trying to secure your property and your ownership of it. Because that's all you have. You know, that's the gloom and the doom of it. So I know what it's like to be homeless because there I was homeless. See, I was in there, but I was not of there. But I know all my earthly belongings was all that I had. My commissary, my clothes, my books, and my legal work. That's all I owned. I watched some homeless people one day at a bus stop. I saw this twice. I was on Montrose on a Sunday, and I had gone to get some donuts over there from this place called Voodoo Bakery, Voodoo Donuts or whatever. And after leaving there, we pulled up to a red light, and I saw a guy sitting at the little bus stop, sitting on the bench, and he had a grocery cart with all of his belongings there. And I looked at him, and I looked at all of his belongings, and I immediately went back to when I was in prison. That's pretty much how we traveled, and that's how we looked. But in this guy's basket, I saw a salt and pepper manual. This guy was probably keeping a journal. And I did the same thing. He was homeless and he had a journal. So therefore he had some pens and paper. He had some pens and pencils as well. But he was camped at the bus stop. And I know he wasn't catching a bus. He just needed a place to sit and rest. A place where he needed to think. And then one day, months later, I was on another boulevard in the southwest. As a matter of fact, I was on Hillcroft. I was at the corner of Hillcroft and West Park, right underneath the tollway bridge. I saw a guy leave his cart with another guy, and that guy stood watch over it while he went along the side of the bridge to go and relieve himself. And I'm thinking, what if that guy that he has watching his belongings would take off and leave? And you got to understand, now you feel that you're sunken deeper into the abyss. You're less than homeless. Now not only are you homeless, you don't have any other belongings other than the clothes that's on your back. So now, even amongst the homeless people, you are below their status. So now you're lower than low. And a lot of people that are homeless, man, they still have their pride and they still have their dignity. These are the people that you need to be talking to. Brother Martin, my brother Busby, Reverend Al Sharpton, Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. Boykins, Brother David Whitehead, Brother John Hope Bryant, because you have a larger audience there. You're talking above these people's head, and these are the people that need it the most. Everything starts with having an opportunity to earn an income, to earn some residual, to earn some money. That's what the masses of the people are. And they're somewhat desperate. They're not sitting back talking about waiting for the best thing to come to them. They're willing to try just about the first thing that comes to them that's feasible. Because their survival depends on it. They're already experiencing hard time. Who knows, maybe they were that person that was presented a great idea at a time when they were able to afford it, but they were sliding into the abyss. But they kept on sitting down waiting for something better to come along. And it never did. and then they found themselves without a home, without an automobile. So now they are at the bottom. They don't have but one place to go, and that's up. This is our audience, gentlemen, ladies. These are the people that we need to be talking to. These are the ones that we should be sharing all of our knowledge with. But your knowledge need to include telling them how to line up, how to run a play, who to block, what patterns to run. If it's a running back, you need to tell him to designate what hole he's to run through, providing that the blocking is perfect for him up front. You need to tell them specifically what it is they must do. And not keep telling them we need to come together, we need to unify. What's going to make us great is building up our communities. Okay, how is that? What does that look like? You got to have a play. I commend these brothers that started this network marketing this dispensary. I take my hat off to them. But again, you're just like all those that I just named. You're going after the wrong audience. And you have to make what you're selling make sense. People don't even care about the product. Yo. Nobody. You shouldn't care about the product these days. You shouldn't care about the product. All you want to know is whether or not this product that's within a certain type of system that generates income, all you want to know is if the system does what it's promised to do, and that's generate the income. What happens with the product, who cares? You cannot even eat that gummy shit. You can take it out and give it away, throw it away. It doesn't matter. But if it earns you money and it earns your people below you money, then it's a perfect product and it's a perfect plan. Stop getting caught up, man, acting like, I've gone to people to turn them on to the opportunity of Wonetquity. And the first thing they tell me, well, I don't even read books. Okay, you don't read books, but you're behind on your car note. You're behind on your mortgage. Fuck you care about a book. You see, that's that identity problem. You want to seem important. You want to feel like or act as though you're in control. When all of a sudden you're playing a role and you're bullshitting yourself. Because I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's just me. And everybody's not cut from the same thing that I'm cut from. But I'm here to tell you if my family's starving, I'm going to do whatever it is that I need to do to feed my family. I'm going to do whatever it is that needs to be done to feed my family. Let me hold on, my phone's ringing here. So, that's just about it for me. I need to make these calls, man. I need to get busy, y'all. But anyway, heed the warning. You guys go out and have a wonderful day. Peace. We're still here. Hold on.
What's up, Dave?
Hey, Keith. What's going on, brother?
Hey, now I just left the shop. I got these people waiting on me to drop this order off.
Okay.
I already know when I get started, she wasn't gonna be able to hold me, right?
Right.
So tell her, man, I need all up to go. I ran just 20 some followers already.
Wow. Man.
So I have to just put it on my foot down, but it worked. It even worked for men too, because a couple of cats at the job, man, I was trying to say, man, this stuff growing my hair, man. Can I get a couple more balls? Yeah. And I ain't gonna be able to keep it if she don't. She gotta make a bunch of.
Well, that's what it's about. Huh? What did she say?
Yeah. Once I take these other ones to these women here, right here, because two of them fight alopecia, one alopecia, right?
Right.
And I know it's good for that too, right? So once they get started on the word of mouth, it's gonna spread. I already know I ain't gonna be able to hold it. That's why I told her I need to go.
Well, she's gonna make some. She's gonna make some more, right?
Yeah, she's gonna make some. Yeah, but like I was telling her a while back when we were sitting in the meeting, I said I don't wanna. I'm trying to be patient for you to load up. I say we need to have it on deck. You know, when I run through that, I always got it. I don't want to run out. So
Right.
you know, I want to run out, keep people waiting. When I run out, I come back, I pay that money, reload, and keep moving.
Right.
So that's why I told her, you got to get an inventory together. Whatever. I wasn't that busy because if we got an inventory together, we never got to worry about running out. Once I put this shit on my Facebook page, once I put it on the page, guess what?
What?
It's gonna boom. It's gonna take off.
Well, see, here's the thing though that she needs to get together on, that she needs to figure out, and then the both of us need to come there and figure it out with her, right? Because she's the one that's making. You know, I'm selling the jars pure, right? But her bottles is what can sustain us and make us a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
so I got the product for her whenever she needs to make it. But see, what we need to sit down and talk about is how are we going to do this, and how and how everything is going to be broken down. You feel me?
Right.
Because see, it's not just you selling; it's me and her selling as well. So, you know, supposedly.
Right.
But even, you know, and we don't want to feel one-sided. You out there pushing all the product, or let's say, you pushing all the product, and then, you know, she's being slow on it, and now it's not coming back around like you think it should, and then the money's being split. The money's being split 3 different ways. It's like, what the fuck? I'm doing all the work, and you know, I'm the only one making money. I'm the only one that's bringing money in, and then I gotta come and I gotta wait for you to make the product, and my people are waiting to want to buy it, and they may even go someplace else. You feel me?
Yep.
So
Because it's just like I get so frustrated. At one time, just like this morning, she knew I was coming. Supposed to be yesterday, right? She
Right.
She wasn't gonna be at the shop this morning, right? I told people Friday, right?
Right.
She knew I was coming. When I get there this morning, guess what?
What?
She wasn't ready. She had to wait on her. Wait on her to fill the bottles up, right?
Right.
And all that stuff like that. I don't want
Hey,
to
Nate.
do that. When I
Right.
come, I don't want to sit.
Holla at me before you go. Huh? Right.
Yeah, I understand. If I'm gonna try to up to me, if I get this part of the bonus check.
Right.
I'm gonna try to chunk up a few hundred or whatever like that, right?
Right.
Help us get ahead there, and then I'm not worried about it. I know we'll get it on the back end. Only thing I want to do is get it moving. And once we get it moving steady, and we got an inventory,
Right.
I ain't gonna be able to keep it. So I told her that's why I haven't posted anything on my page. I said because
Look.
I already know that the way she moved, that's one of the reasons why I backed up from her, because I want them type of cat video. We want type of cat, man. When we want shit done. I can't procrastinate. Because you'll push me away from me procrastinate.
Well, look, here's the deal, right? You understand that, and you understand that in her personality. I'm learning it. See, I went over there yesterday. She told me that, and see, you know, I'm part to blame as well. And what I mean by that, well, that has anything to do with the product. That has nothing to do with the product. But the thing is, right? I hit her on Sunday, and I was gonna swing by on Monday, but she told me she wasn't gonna be there on Monday. She was gonna be there Tuesday through Friday. Well, I've been busy with a bunch of stuff that I really want to sit down and talk with you about in person. And I was in the area yesterday. So when I came back, when I was through coming from the other side of town, I swung over there to the shop and she wasn't there. So I didn't bother calling her or anything, right?
Right.
And maybe I should have. But like I'm saying is that, you know, we need to be more diligent for all three of us to get together. And I think that at that way she'll see I need to be applying a little pressure to her as well, making sure that she get these bottles done. I sold all 4 of the ones. All I got was just 4. And I've been moving it, and I got a lot of other people that's interested, but they ended up getting some of the raw. Yeah, they ended up getting some of the raw. But I just think that, Keith, what we should do, and we should work it out to where it fits your schedule. On Fridays or Saturdays, we should get together when you have time and you're off. And we need to push Keisha a little bit to make sure that she has, in other words, she needs to be making that when it's not even needed. She needs to be getting the raw product from me when it's not needed. So she can have, so she got over 400 or 500 bottles of that shit at a time. So now at some point or another, see, I'm waiting. Right now I got a shipment. I got 8 bottles. I got 8 liters, right?
Right.
That's waiting for me. I done paid for the liters. What I'm trying to hustle up now is the shipping charge. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got to do what you do. I got to pull a few $100s together in order to be able to pay for the shipment. And then once we pay for the shipment, I got enough for her to make damn near 1,000 to 2,000 bottles.
Right.
That's what we need to do, bro. So don't give her a hard time too much. I know you can push in ways I never will, because I don't have that kind of relationship with her. But I think if she see us coming over there, me and you together, then you know she's gonna feel an obligation, because now it's the both of us that's kind of on her ass. You feel me?
Yeah, because I told her from the get-go, and I explained to her, Keisha, dealing with go-getters. I say I'm the type, man. Once I get in that grind mode, I say we need to load up on a
because
whole
you ain't gonna
bunch.
stop.
Yeah, and see, cause when people want these girls, I know be buying 2 or 3 bottles at a time. They spread all over. It's about 15 of. When I go take these other 6 I got, I say I need more than that. Keisha said, well, I'm gonna make some more like that. See, and like now, it's like goddamn, the stuff works. And I mean, boom.
Sure, it works.
I got it. Right. So my thing is like this. I can move it. My thing is just don't kill my motivation. So my thing is once these girls come and all of them working and they got money.
Right.
Hey man, give me $35. They gonna that the word gonna move. Then when I go put it on Facebook, well, like that the whole 9 yards. And I really don't want to sell them no job, but down because they're gonna trying to make their own shit because she got what she got on the back of it and the ingredients in it, right?
Right.
But it's like I rather stick with the ballers and stuff like that, right? Because like I tell all the time,
4 ounces.
I'm gonna get her. That's why I just been in my own lane because bottom line, I know she probably taking her money and like this. That's why I told her from this girl, I said I'm gonna hustle a few hundred some dollars, right? Just a chunk towards you.
Use this one is softer. Touch this one.
Yeah.
Right.
Load up on the same one on your end. Load up on the we load up on the inventory.
Get your finger away.
I
Yeah.
come down, told her a long time ago when she was in the feelings
Right.
about me not fucking with her no more like that. I'm gonna get some to help now. It's business. The bottom line is this: if I'm off on a Friday and I'm an early bird, it's another thing. Keisha says she gonna be there at 9 o'clock.
Right.
Keisha be putting up at 9:30.
Right.
Putting up at 10 o'clock. But
Right.
Keisha like to move when she want to move because she been her own boss for so long. I get it, but I get it. But when it comes down, man, to go get the custos, you trying to take it to a totally different level. Hey man, off your ass on TV.
She got
Go get it.
she got clients over there right now.
Yep. And I'm trying to figure something out too, because it's just like, her oldest daughter's married to one of those Nigerian cats, right?
You told me.
And he got plenty of money, right?
Right.
But see, he just came in. I just met him, so he's looking at me like the whole 9 yards. I don't know if he part of that shop. What? Is it all her and like that? So he was like, and look, when I'm walking out, he said, look at his size. He sized me up like I sized him up, right? And he's about, she gonna tell me, so what?
He's over there now?
Yeah, he over there now. He brought some more people, and I guess he was probably trying to get some more workers in there to help out, whatever like that.
Right. Well, I was gonna go over there, man. I'm not gonna go. I'm just gonna call her, because see, my dude did a web page, huh?
Yeah, he just stopped by.
Yeah, my dude did a web page for Keisha, right? And I've been trying to hook her up. I've been trying to get her so she can go to the site, maybe look at it or whatever. But her phone was off. Her phone was off last weekend. Then, I've been moving around, so then I didn't have time to get with her. So we just need to get that going, man. And she can get that website going. That's going to be all the sales that we need coming in too as well, that you don't have to come. I mean, you still going to be doing your thing. But then we're going to be making money with people coming on, signing on, buying it from the web page as well. You follow me?
Yeah.
So my dude designed the page. He designed the page and everything. I haven't seen it, but I've been waiting to get me, him, and Keisha on the phone, so I can catch him, but I can't catch Keisha. Then I can catch Keisha, and then I can't catch him because see, he writes music and everything. That nigga's in Nashville, man. He's writing country songs and shit. So.
Right.
Anyway, everybody's in a kind of different lane. We just got to kind of pull it together and see what it is that we're going to do. Because here's the thing. You moving it, I done moved just a few. I haven't moved as much as I feel I could. Because I got a couple other things that's going down. And as I said, when I see you, I'll talk about that. That will give us the money to just load up on the leaders. And when we load up on the leaders, now we'll be able to advertise and market that shit with a little music to the page and all that other shit, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
And make this thing look professional. Yeah. So that's where we are. But look, yeah, I was still doing the podcast, man. I got a guest here, so yeah.
I'll take care of your business.
Yeah, man. I was hoping I could have seen you, man, but I know you got to get on and take care of that. But that's what we're going to try to do, Keith. We're going to try to have it to where as we set up a meeting at least once a month, once a month on a Friday or a Saturday, where we come together and have a meeting of the minds. And then we'll know what everybody's doing and what everybody's parts are and what it is that we need everybody to do.
I got you. Yeah, because I'm going to go dump all these because right now, all of them gone. I mean, that's it. All of them gone, but I need more, so...
All right.
So like I said, I can't do them, but try to hold them a few people out that I got on hold. So
let me ask you this. Let me just ask you this, right? And then what are you letting your bottles go for?
$20 right now.
Okay.
$20. Beta man, once I beta man,
right.
I go and do just talking about them going $25 a bottle.
Right. Cause see, I don't want to undercut you. And then I don't want to price myself out of the circle as well. So that's what I have been doing as well. $20.
Right, $20. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
All right.
All right, brother. All right. Peace.
Which one you talking about? $20. Dog.
Hell yeah. I can show you on the deal, man. With this right here. This shit here going for $40, man. It's going for $4 with some other companies. This right here, I'm selling this now. This is about to go up. But I'm selling this right now for $29.99. Right? This here is $19.99. But next month, this is going to be $29.99. And this is going to be $39.99. Right? I'll show you something in a minute here.
No, so what you talking about buying leader? I mean, what's the deal on your leader part?